Hi guys, good to have you all back and welcome to another episode of All About Envelopes April. So on my desk I have envelopes, yes, craft colored ones. You could use white ones, lovelies. I have 5, yes. Are you going to use 5? I'm probably going to use 5. And also I have 49 Market Color Swatch Ochre, their latest release. I just did a review on it last Sunday. So I have decided, rather than just hoarding everything, I'm just going to use it. Doesn't mean you need this collection, guys. No, not at all. I'm just going to use it for paper and decorating. But I'm going to give you some alternatives. Now, what is the plan? Let me explain. So with just some paper clips, I have constructed sort of a prototype. Here's what we're making. I'm going to call it an endless accordion envelope journal. Yes, I did something similar on my channel before. I made an endless accordion pocket folio or booklet and also an endless flip over journal, whatever. It's going to be hybrid, Okay, let me show you guys. These are 5 envelopes. It's going to look very complicated, but I think I can walk you through it. So here's your cover. Imagine, lovely cover, yes? You open it up. Now, this is sort of the first page. There's going to be a signature in here, so a journal part. This is going to have I think policy closures, with the figure 8. Yes, then you open it up, a lovely pocket here, then journal, then you have a lovely pocket here, then you flip this over. Yeah, this is not going to be pocket, this is just going to be something lovely decorated. Journal here, another signature. Yeah, lovely pocket. You close it up, then you have either the back cover or another front cover, because you open it up. Yes, pocket, signature, cover this. You could make it into a pocket, but I'm not going to. Then you flip it over again, pocket, signature, backside, and you flip it over. Guess what? You're back at the beginning. So you can flip it and flip it and flip it and flip it. And if you want to, you could flip it. So yeah, it's going to look difficult. It's actually not, but you need to pay attention. Now, also guys, I'm also going to mention beforehand, this is a huge project. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it in less than an hour and 20 minutes, hopefully. But this will mean I'm going to do a lot off camera. So if I'm going to repeat a few steps, I'm going to repeat it off camera. Yes, more enjoyable for you and for myself. Okay, so we're going to make it this, but lovely. Let me show you the rest of the supplies. So for paper, you're going to need 5 envelopes. Now, guys, I've taken out my craft colored envelopes because I do not have to ink them. This saves a lot on time. They just need to be 5 of the same. Now I have this with the triangle flap. If you have it with the straight flap, you could also do the straight flap, but you cannot do the sort of closure that I have been thinking of here. So this is the only thing that you're gonna change out. If you really want to have this craft colors, we don't have the craft colored envelopes, but you do have the craft colored sort of paper, you can make your own. Make your own envelopes, guys. I have a playlist below with everything we did during this month, and I have a playlist. I have a video on how you can make your own envelopes. So 5 envelopes. I'm gonna give you measurements. Doesn't really matter, lovies. Doesn't matter as long as they are the same. This is a little bit over 4 by 6, like a 4 by 6. 4 by 6. Yes. So For the signatures, I don't know yet what I'm going to use. I'm going to go through my scrapbook pages and such, so I'm going to find out. I'm going to do some collaging and decorating with some book pages. I have all sorts. So scrappy bits, yes. Again, you don't need vintage antique book pages. Just, magazines, newspapers, what have you. Now, for the other paper bits, I do have this. I have the 6 by 8 a collection pack from 49 Market. I really like these colors, so I might use some of this. Probably will. I have the ochre mini laser cut elements, because there's some lovely like florals on here. Look at those. Yes. So I'm going to use this, but use any other fuzzy cuts that you have, or in any style that you like, loves. And then I'm going to use the ochre ephemera stackers. These have lovely paper bits and bobs in 2 different weights, and I think I'm gonna do it in this style. Is that what I'm gonna use for paper? Yes, that's it for paper. Now, you know me, I might pick out more labels and postage stamps, probably some postage stamps and such. For the tools, the usual suspects. I have my glues, I have scissors, a ruler and a knife. Pay attention, my knife is yellow. It doesn't need to be yellow. I'm sorry, I just read the funniest comment. Someone was looking for their knife on their desk and they were looking for something yellow and their knife was another color. It was hilarious. Thank you so much for that comment. I need to still answer it. You made my day, love. Okay, for the other tools, because I want to make the policy closure, I'm going to use a circle punch, and I have some brads. Guess what? I have this color. Yeah, it's sort of ochre, so I'm going to use this. I might also use some eyelets, but I do not know. Some hardware. I do have the repositionable fabric tape. Not necessary, use any sort of washi tape that you have, but it goes so well with the collection, and I think I might use some. Then I have for my signatures some embroidery floss. I think this is too yellow, so I'm probably going to pick out another color. A pokey tool and a needle. I do have this ribbon. I might make a closure, but I do not know for sure yet. I'll probably do stamping. I'll probably do some stamping as well. Don't know which ones yet, but and some inking, distressing, right? But the most important thing is the construction of the journal, envelope journal thingy. Because if you know how to do this, you can make it with any other sort of supplies that you have in any style that you have. Okay? Okay, is that it? Probably not. Corner rounders, I don't know. I probably forgot something, but we'll find out for sure. Let's start with the constructing of the envelope. So take out 5 of the same envelopes, any color that you want. If you're gonna use white, I would recommend distressing the edges of the envelopes before you glue everything on, right? Okay, let me clear my desk. Let's get started. So we have 5 envelopes. I've lined them all up, guys, with the opening on the left hand side. Yes. Now I'm going to make it easy on myself. I'm going to mark it with a pencil. So this is envelope number 1. This is envelope number 2. This is envelope number 3. This is 4. Really, is that a 4? Well, that's a 4. And then this is a 5. Now, here's what I'm doing. I'm taking number 3 and number 5. You could also take number 1, but I don't want to. I'm going to use the policy closure. I'm going to explain later. So I'm going to take number 3, right? I'm going to flip number 3 over, like so. And also number 5. Yes? And then tucking the flap underneath 4 and underneath 2. Yes? So we have 1 with the flap, 2 with the flap, 3 with the flap downstairs, 4 with the flap, 5 with the flap underneath. Yes? So flap, flap, no flap, flap, no flap. Sounds like a song. Okay, so this is the hardest part. Just, trying to figure out what goes where. Let's start with attaching envelope number 2 to envelope number 1. Taking these all out. Yes? Okay, so what we want to do is glue this whole flap here. Easy. Now you can use any glue. I'm going to use just my normal glue stick for this. Yes, I'm gluing on something lovely. I know it was a misprint. Rather than throwing it out, I was like, well, you could use it as a glue page or do whatever with it. Okay, envelope number 2, envelope number 1. Line them up on the bottom. Important. Yes. Then you glue them down. There you go. Be sure you're not gluing this shut, because there's a little bit of glue here. Do not glue the pocket shut. Okay. Envelope 1, envelope 2. Now we had envelope number 3 that we flipped over, right? So this flap needs to be attached here. Yeah, does it make any sense? It needed to go under. So again, just add glue. I'm not gluing the last bit here because I'll glue the pocket shut. There you go. There you go. Yes, again, aligning them up. You could also flip it over, guys, if that is easier for you. Yes, I am going to flip it over. See? Oh, I can glue the last bit. It's not glued on a pocket. There we go. So we have envelope 1, 2, 3. Do you want me to put a 3 on? Let's just put a 3 on. There we go. 4. 4 is again going to be attached to the front. So only number 5 and number 3 are going to be upside down. There you go. Again, I don't know if I am going to glue down the pocket thingy. No, I'm not. Just trying to figure it out myself, guys. Been a while since I made this. Yes. Line them up together and glue them down. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 needed to be flipped, right? Okay. Number 5 is gonna go there. There we go. A little more glue here. Line it up where the fold is. Yes. Then again, we're gluing it down. Okie dokie. Now, let it dry for a couple minutes. Yes, if you need to apply more glue, apply more glue. Also, I think I'm going to be adding some washi tape for reinforcing spines this later. But first, let's just dry it. Let it dry, and then we're going to fold it so that you can see sort of the result. It's a huge piece now. I think it's dry enough. If you put it on its side, it'll probably sort of wants to fold in by itself. See? You're gonna make an accordion. So yes, you could also have this as a closure flap, but I want this to be endless. So I'm gonna close this up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Was this envelope number 1? This is envelope number 1. So this, I'm gonna do this as well. 1. This is 1. 1. I'm gonna zoom you back in. Was huge, right? Yeah. 1. Gonna open her up. There you go. We need to make the policy closure here. This is going to be pocket journal. Then number 3. See, this was 2, 3. Signature. I'm gonna cover this. Pocket. You close it up. Then you have number 5. So we're gonna open her up again. Yes. Pocket. Lovely. Signature. Pocket. Signature. Something lovely. And we're back at 1. Yes, it's like dancing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. I don't know. Okay, guys. So if you have this down, you're almost there. You're almost there. Now it's basically try to figure out what you want to use for decorating. I'm going to use 49er Market, so ochre colors, and some lovely strippies. Yeah? The hardest part will be, other than this, I'm going to do this together, is sort of covering the insides here of the envelope. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do the insides, all of them first, because I have a trick for this. I have a trick, so let me show you. So I first want to cover the insides of the pockets. Now this is going to be a different story altogether because I want to make the closure thingy here. So I'm going to skip this one, guys. I'm going to skip pocket number 2 for now. So I'm going to concentrate on number 4 first. This one. Yes, I've decided I'm just going to use some book pages. Now you have your triangle here. Yes, we're going to cover the whole bit up with something else. Probably this. Yeah, but we want to do something on the inside. I will, however, have the piece that we're going to glue inside overlap a little bit here. So I'm taking out a book page with numbers. Yes, and I'm just going to measure it out. The tiniest bit smaller than the envelope itself because we also need to tuck it in. And that's why I use a craft colored cardstock, but it maybe has lovely blue ones or red ones or yellow or any color that you want, or coffee dyed ones. So I'm just gonna take a bit off. Like so. Yes, also we do not need to go all the way to the end. So I want to overlap like a 1/4 inch or maybe almost 1/2 inch. And also see like 1/2 inch further than the pocket. So we basically need yay much. So this needs to sort of slide inside. Let's see if we can do this. Slide inside. Yes, and be glued down here. Now, as you can already tell, we're having a little bit of problem. So I'm taking off the tiniest bit. And I'm gonna show you a trick, because now it didn't even have glue. Didn't even have the glue on, let alone if you have the glue on. See, like so. Now, here's what I'm doing, guys. I am snipping the corners. Just with scissors. Scissors somewhere. Just at an angle, guys. Not all the way over, just snipping the corners. They don't need to be exact, because this will help you a lot. This will help you a lot with maneuvering it about, and you won't see it, see? So cut your piece of paper to size, overlap it a little bit here, overlap it a little bit here. Yes, snip corners. No inking, no inking. In this case, no inking. It doesn't matter which side I choose, because numbers on all sides. You can do this with digital lovies, yes. Some lovely papers if you want to. I wouldn't do it with the inside of the envelopes. I wouldn't do it with scrapbook paper. Now this is going to be the trickiest part. Yes, open your envelope up. And just sort of maneuver it in. Maneuver it in. Overlap it a little bit here. And there. Now we have a little bit of room on all edges left. That's why you should ink it well. There we go. And we have a lovely scrap piece. So here's how you glue in a pocket. On number 4, I'm going to flip it over, guys. Yes. So what we do is we need to do the same thing here and here. And I'm going to use a piece of music paper and probably a piece of map, because I love this. Absolutely love it. Oh, or this. Something like this with old paper. So we did with this one, and then I'm going to just flip it over. And I did this one with music and this one with some other paper, because I really want to use this on sort of the policy closure thingy. Yes, I'm going to flip it over again. So I'm going to concentrate on this one. Now, rather than having a piece here and then a piece here, I want this to be a complete piece. Yes, and I want this to be a piece and this to be a piece, which is difficult because they're all shapes. So here's how I'm going to go about. I've taken out the ochre ephemera layered. What's it called? Ochre ephemera stackers. I've taken out the heavier cardstock ones. These ones. Yes, the big pieces. I'm not going to use them on here. And I've made piles with the tabs, labels, ticket thingies. I have these two very tall strippies. And then these are the thinner papers. And I'm going to use this one, because it needs to be wide enough. So if we place it here, it's just wide enough. If I take out another piece, see, that is too small. So it needs to cover this whole piece over here. Yeah, very important. Otherwise you need to, put a strippy in of something else. So if it is too short, it is too short. So in order to get this shape, because I want to get this shape here, it could be straight here, but I want this shape. So I'm going to use, because this is the same envelope, this as a template. Now, I need to put it in, so it needs to be shorter. For one. Where's my pencil? Put it in here. Yes. So I'm making it the tiniest bit shorter. Where's my mark? There. So we have a tiny piece left. There you go. So hopefully now we can put this in. Can we? We can. Now I'm going to take it all the way to the edge here. All the way to this edge. Yes. Like so. Is it straight? It is. It's not peeking out here. I'm going to take a paper clip just in case. I really want to sort of attach it for now. So it needs to be sort of straight. So I'm putting down my paper clips. Yes. And now I'm going to flip it over. You can do two things. You can trace it and then cut it, or just cut it. I'm going to trace it because I know me. So I'm just going to trace it. Yes. And also here. It is on the outer edge. Yes. Okay. Remove the paper clips. Remove your piece of paper. Start cutting. We did this the other week in another project that I made. Sort of similar. There we go. Now before I put any glue on or anything else, let's see what was the... It was this. I'm sorry guys, and I'm flipping it and I'm flipping it. I know. Needs to be in here. Probably it's going to take off the corners as well, but I need to make sure that it fits. If it is the tiniest bit smaller, that's quite all right. We could do some inking. I am going to do some inking. I'm going to go dark. Novice Scorched Timber, because of the writing on here. There we go. I don't need to go all the way to the bottom because you won't be able to see the bottom. Also, speaking of which, I'm just gonna do this. You're not gonna see it. You don't need to ink it. It's gonna be on the bottom. A little bit more. Yes, grunge it up. There we go. Okay. Glue. New glue stick. There we go. It's also really not necessary to glue the bottom part. It's going to be stuck in there, so let's see if we can make a little bit of room. There we go. It helps a little bit if you don't put glue on the outer edge, because it's basically not necessary. Yes. Oh, yes. Lovely. Also, have it the right side up. Lucky for me, I did it the right side up. Fantastic. So we have this one covered, this one covered. Why didn't you do it like this? Because I just want to put a panel on it, so it's not necessary. But this one is going to be a closure. Now, I'm going to use these papers. I have some scrappy bits left for the flap. And I want to do this. I could have done another piece of paper here. However, I think I want to stamp on here. Do a little bit of stamping. Yeah, that's not going to be very easy, but I want to do some stamping as well. I love this part. So this part I want to have here on the top as the flap. Yeah, and I have this piece that I want to go here, and hopefully I have another piece that will fit on the bottom here. Now let me show you how I'm going to do this one. Again, I'm just going to put it in like so. That's too tall. And it's too tall, so I need to take a little bit off. I'm basically going to do the same. Yes. Putting it in towards the end. Yeah. Tracing it. There we go. We also need to do this. How? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But we did this one. We probably should have done this before we put the other piece on. I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it. This is gonna go here. Yes. And then I'm gonna do with this. Oh my gosh, yes. We're gonna do with this, guys. There's always a way. Is it straight? What did I do? What did you do? What did you redo? This we're gonna go here, here, here. Yes. Oh, this just needs to go. Yes! Fixed it. We fixed it. Something new for me, this. I've never done it like this before, but you know, learning curve. What you probably need to do is do these first, and then do this one on top of it. That would have been the easier trick. But this works just as well. Just some interesting papers. There we go. So I'm gonna do the same with the bottom part. Yeah, in the same manner. I know. And then we're gonna do the flap. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do the flap. So for the flap, yes, I want to use this. It says Great Britain in Dutch. It will not say Great Britain anymore because we're gonna lose the G. But that's quite alright. Yes. Okay, here's what I'm doing, guys. I am going to put it underneath. Yes. Lining it up where I want it. Closing it up. Taking out a pencil. Yes, I'm going to lose a little bit of the text. Smaller, love, smaller. There you go. Toward the edge. And there you go. Was this the right size? Yes, yes, of course it was the right size. I was thinking, did I do the right size? You did. I'm going to cut on the inside of the pencil lines. There we go. Now hopefully this fits. It does. Oh, and it looks amazing. I absolutely love it. We need to ink it though. There we go. Ooh, lots of smudging. Well, that's quite all right. Also going to have a circle on it because of the closure. So it does say London pretty well. Yeah? Fantastic. Oh, it's going to look awesome. Okay. I'm going to glue it on. Now for the other parts, the pockets, this one, see, and then both of them on the other side, you could do the following. Yes, cut a piece of paper that is the exact size or the tiniest bit smaller. Yes, you just put it in, draw it, cut it out, and then just glue it on as a whole. However, I really like this effect with just, you know, parts of it. So that's what I'm basically gonna do. So I'm gonna show you one, guys. I have some scrappy bits and I have this and I might have this. Is this tall enough? No, that's all right, because we're gonna put something here as well. So I want two sort of panel thingies here, one here and one here, and something here, and you know, I think this is going to be lovely. Let's see, will it fit? It will. So I'm going to put this in, just sort of eyeball where it will land. There. There's sort of a crest on here that I think is really interesting. Yeah, okay. Going to cut it. Now I am not bothering myself with this part because we're going to cover it up with something else. So I'm just doing this. Yeah, it's going to be glued on here. Very interesting. It's going to be covered for half of it because we're going to do this. Do I mind? I actually want it a little bit more this way. Can I still fix it? Yes, I can still fix it. I really want the crest, well, most of the crest on here. And there we go. Yes, this is gonna go here. I'm gonna put this here. Something here, and then also something here. Let's start with this one. We're just gonna make it fit. I'm not gonna bother with this. You could also cut it off if you want to. I'm gonna cut it off a little bit because it's ripped over there. And you won't even see it. I should have a glue paste somewhere. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So just putting a piece in, tracing it, and then gluing the whole piece down will be a lot faster. But I just want it to be lovely. Yeah, we also want something. I'm not going to use this paper. I have some other very old paper here that I want to use. Ruler. This is, I believe, Latin. Something Latin. So I'm going to put it in. Yeah. Draw it all around. Put it in a little bit further. Can that? Yep, that can be a little bit further. Do not draw on your envelope, love. Here. On the inside of the line, please. There we go. Cutting this off. Yeah, perfect. Could be a little bit grungier, love. So grunge it up a little bit. Yes, there we go. Yes. And then I was thinking this one. I'm going to overlap it a little bit to this side. Yes, so here's the fold. Yeah, I'm going to overlap it a little bit because this is going to be folded in and out and in and out. And if you're just gonna cut it on the folded line, here's what will happen. It will start to curl up. So I'm just gonna cut that line there. This is gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna put probably a lovely strippy of something. Gonna put something there. Do not know what yet. Is that upside down? Oh, it's upside down. So we're gonna do something there. But now I have the torn edge. Oh, that's quite all right, love. Embrace the torn edge. Just, you know, distress it. See? Yeah. We love the torn edge. Don't need to do the outer part because that's going to be covered. Okie dokie, be sure you cover this. Or you could leave a bit and then put a lovely stamp there. That would have been fantastic as well. I might do that on another one. Loves, there we go. Because, yeah, there's no decorating here. I think I want to stamp it there. Or, you know, put a label or something. A something. What was the right side up? This one. Yeah? No, this one. There's some writing here, so I was like, what's the right side up? Well, apparently over there. See, we have a strippy left here. But we do have lots of strippies. Like this one. This is the heavier paper, so I really need to figure out, is this no, they're both heavy. Can we still fold it in? Yes, we can. So I will. I'm not gonna glue it over the spine thingy because that will be hard to fold, very hard to fold. I'm gonna have it a little bit before the spine. Fantastic. Great. Now, here's what I'm going to do, guys, because, you know, I need to make 1, 2, 3 more of these. Yeah, and that's going to be boring. Well, maybe it's going to be boring, but it's going to take a long time. So I'm going to do it in sort of the same way, but of course a little bit different. So let's find out what I can come up with. Because we have way more to do. We need to do this, and then we need to do that, and the signatures. Whoa, it's going to be next Thursday until we're finished. But I want to do it today. Okay, let me do these 3. Let's find out what we still need to do. This says 1, so this is going to be the cover. We need to make the cover. Then we open it up. Yeah, looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. Going to have a policy closure thingy here. Yeah, I'm gonna stamp this. Do something with stamping. Yep. Then we open it up. I did this. Fantastic. So I need to cover this. Now what I want to do is use the papers. This is a little bit heavier. And make a top loading pocket here. So basically have another pocket. Yeah. So we need to cover this. We need to cover this. Then we flip it over. This is the back cover / new front cover. Then we open her up. I did this. Yes, here's where I put a whole piece in, traced it, and then glued it on and made a this because of lovely. So we need another sort of, I'm thinking another top loading pocket here. Flipping it over, I did this. Yes, I left a little bit of room here. However, I'm going to put tape over it because I want to make, I want to reinforce this because of signatures that we're going to put in. And then we need to do something here, another, well, probably top loading pocket or something like it. And then we're back at square 1. Yeah. Now, before I do the front and back cover, so number 1 and number 5, I want to do the inside. So I am at number 3. Number 3. First off, I'm going to erase number 3. Yeah. Because I want to make a top loading pocket. Now I've taken out some of the lovely papers. I love the backs, I love the fronts, I love everything, basically. And I also want to do some decorating. Now this is actually perfect height, but none of the paper in this pack is, whatchamacallit, landscape. Everything is portrait. So it will look like this. Do we mind? We actually don't. We actually don't. Let's see. I need to make it smaller than the envelope. A little bit. Pencil, please. And there you go. Now for this, I am taking out a paper trimmer. Because I really want to cut this straight. Paper trimmer, my love, where are you? There you go. Was it this piece? Yep. Here we go. So I'm basically gonna glue this on. However, I want to make a notch here. It needs something lovely in the back, I guess. going to take out a circle punch, make a notch on the top, not a very tall one. Just a this. Do we also want to round some corners? We also want to round some corners. Just to make it look a little bit prettier. Yeah. Yes, that is cool. Yep. So this is gonna go. Oh, you missed one corner. Guess what? It has 4 corners. Otherwise, it would be a triangle. What is this? The corner is angry now. You forgot me. Now I do not want to punch straight anymore. Well, it is what it is. Yeah. So do we want some stamping in the background? I think so. Or do we want a piece of something behind? Not good if detached. That's funny. No, I'm going to do some stamping. What are we using, guys? Help me figure it out. We're using, well, something with numbers, because there's lots of numbers here. So I'm taking out something with numbers. Guess what? This was on the top. So we're doing this. Just this? Yeah. I'm going to fold it open because I need a flatter surface. And the lucky color is, well, no, fallen leaves for sure. Nice and dark. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks cute. Very, very much. So I'm going to glue here, here and here with my glue. I'm going to take out art glitter glue for this. Please be stuck down. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. Okie dokie. Do not glue on the folds. I'm not gluing on the folds. Fantastic. Needs decorating. I know. See? It's going to look like this if it's glued down. There we go. Then we have this one. So I'm basically, guys, I'm going to do the same with some other pieces of paper like this or this. So I'm going to make another pocket, probably stamp something on the top here and here, right? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 top loading pockets. Yeah? And now we need is the back. This is 5, the front cover and the back cover. So I've cut out 2 pieces of the lovely paper, and I made it smaller. See, I made it the tiniest bit smaller because I actually sort of want to rip it. I want to rip it. Are you going to rip it? Or I'm just gonna decal edge it. Yes. Guys, I have a decal edge trimmer. If you don't have a decal edge trimmer, you might have this. This would also work, like a tearing ruler, or you just do it manually. Manually with your hands. But I have this. I hardly ever use it, and I need to try and use it. So it would be sort of a straight diagonal line in it, but with a this. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. But now I want them also on the outer edges. Just the tiniest bit. There's one. And 2. Yes? Oh yes, lovely. Now this is a fantastic piece to use somewhere else. Let's see. This was going to go on the front. Now I want something in the back. You could do book page, you could do, well, some of this. See, you could do this, a book page. I'm going to do book page because I want this to be a little bit lighter. So I'm taking out maybe some music paper. Do I have some more? I don't know. I'm going to look for a little bit of a piece of paper, a book page or something neutralish, guys. To just glue under here, put this on. Could even be a pocket. Oh, wow. I didn't even think of it. Oh, I'm going to have it as a pocket. Are you? Yes. Why not? So I found this for the front. Yeah. And then this for the other front or back or whatever you want to call it. So 2 sort of vintage pieces of book pages, German font and French dictionary. Yeah. Now, before I glue this on, I want to reinforce spines because I want to make signatures. We need 4 signatures. I'm going to put it on its side, guys. 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, 1 there. Which means I'm going to put a little bit of tape over it. Now, it would have been fantastic if I waited with the gluing of the pocket. However, I did glue it with art glitter glue. Is this going to work if I'm going to... No, I'm not going to dare. So there's going to be a little bit of tape over it, which is a shame. I would have rather had it underneath. I'm not going to make the same mistake with the front. So I'm going to reinforce it first, yeah? So I've taken out my fabric tape from this collection. I know that this is, was this 6 inches? 6 inches tall. So I'm going to take off a piece, glue it on my mat that is 6 inches. Now this is repositionable tape, so you can basically, you know, take it off and glue it again. And honestly, you really need to apply glue if you want to have it on permanently. Yes, so I just glued it on my mat, taking out my ruler and my knife, which is yellow. I know it's yellow, but where is it? Because everything is yellow on my desk at the moment. Yeah, so I'm taking off 6 inches. Yes, be sure it's 6. Yes, yes. Okay. Now I need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? So, do we want to fray it? I don't think I'm going to fray it. I'm just gonna make 4 strippies of, are you fraying it? You could, no, I'm not going to. I'm gonna cut 4 strippies of 1 inch. So it's going to have 1/2 inch on each side. The plan was to fray it, but that didn't happen. Okay, taking one off. Did it work? It did, look. Yes, I have strippies now. I do want to have a little bit of extra glue on it. So here and here. Yes. Will it stand up? It will. I need to eyeball what is the middle. That was not the middle, but I am fine with it because I didn't want to have a large piece here anyway. Oh, actually it looks fine. Looks just fine, right? Okay. I'm gonna show you one more time. With feeling? Yes, this time with feeling. Also need to glue a little bit over here. So it's going to overlap here. Tiny bit, and then here a bigger bit. Next strippy. Yes. Yep. Well, and the other ones, guys. I'm going to do the other ones as well. So strippy here and strippy here even. Yeah, the tapes are on. I absolutely love it. Fantastic. I really like this fabric tape for reinforcing spines and such, or just covering a whole, you could have just covered it. Yeah, then you have a fabric spine cover. Okay, this is gonna go like so. I also deckled edge these edges, not this one because it's going to be covered there. Just gonna glue it on. Preferably with something underneath. That'd be fantastic. Inked a little bit all around it. There we go. Fantastic. And then this one, also ink this one, guys. Actually, I'm not going to glue it on yet. No, before I glue it on, I want to do some decorating. Yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to do the back as well. So this one's going to go here. Now, before I glue these on, because I have these fantastic laser cut elements. Yeah, that I want to sort of have peek out underneath the pocket. So let's do that one first. So I've taken out some of the laser cut elements and I'm going to go way outside of my comfort zone, guys, because normally I just take out the botanicals. I'm used to working with them, but I'm not used to working with, for example, bows. I like bows, but I like my bows to be made out of ribbon and my buttons to be buttons. Now, I'm not going to touch the sentiments, guys. That is just one step too far for me. And some of the labels from the layered set. I even have this, maybe this tiny little bow. Now, it's the tiniest bit too wide. So I am going to try it and sort of age it up a little bit. I've taken out my tea dye. And I'm lightly going to rub over it. Just to remove a little bit of the white. There is sort of a grit on here. But it is different. Look, let's take out this one. See, it's less white. It's less white, so that's what I'm gonna do. I also have a tab here. There's a little bit of white on here. There we go. Yes, the rest I am not rubbing so hard on because it would break it for sure. Also doing a little bit of inking on the edges. Are you doing? Yeah, well, I am just doing scorched timber. I'm just gonna tap it. Now, I'm not gonna do this probably on the die cuts because they will break. They will most likely break. But I will do the small labels and a tap and such. There we go. Tap as well. I do like them. I just need to, figure out how to use them. Look at that. That's like the outer frame of a poster stamp. That's just the coolest. Yes. And I must say, my guys. Oh, yes. They are very precise. They are laser cut. There's no white border all around. I still need to take this one out. Be very careful when you take them out because you can rip them if you're not careful enough. It's a tiny little bow. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Let's just find out. Okay. I'm starting with the back with number 5. This needs inking. Yeah, so this is going to go here. I want the label to go here to cover up this gentleman with a very old-fashioned looking rifle. Yeah. And tab sticking out. I'm either going to do this one or the florals. I'm thinking the florals. So the florals on here with a bow. Are you doing a bow? Yes, I'm just doing a bow. Oh, that's actually cool. And then I'm going to put a frame sort of behind here. So put on another frame. And small poster stamp. And I'm thinking to put another label on here. With the tiny bow. Really? Yes, with the tiny... Oh, yeah. Well, it's actually cute. Is that it? Do we need... something else on the bottom sticking out? I think so. I'm not going to stamp on it. I'm going to leave it as is. Are you? Because that's like the perfect spot to put some. I'm going to see if I have the tiniest stamp to maybe put something on here. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to glue it down, guys. It's probably going to look a little bit different because that's what happens when I do this and then glue it down. Because of time reasons, also decorated the front and a couple of bits inside, guys. So this is the front or the other back. I don't know. So we did this one, yes, and this one. Really cool. But now we need to do sort of the policy closure. So on this page, I have punched out 2 circles out of the heavier cardstock ticket thingies. Yeah, because, you know, they were there. Added 2 or 3 layers of hole reinforcers in the back, just to have them raised a little bit. I want to do the yellow one here and then the other one there. But, you know, sort of in the same line. Is this the middle? Let's say that this is the middle. Just gonna make a mark here. Yes, not go through all the layers. Oh yeah, also need stamp here. What? Yes, I have been playing for hours, guys, already. And I'm enjoying myself. Is that the center? That is the center. Yes, and now I have taken these small yellow brads. I'm hoping that these aren't too yellow. No, they'll be fine. They will be fine. There you go. Bigger hole. Putting them there. And there's brads here. I already knew this. So I'm going to cover this up with something. With a something. So I'm going to make sort of a stamped collage and then add bits and bobs. Some bits and bobs. On the inside, however, I would put some tape, which is going to be hard because, you know, it's on the inside of an envelope. I cannot reach it anymore. So I'm going to have this one here. Hopefully this lines up. Don't push too hard, love. Yes, there it is. Making a hole here. Do not punch through all the layers. Yep. And here. Yes. This is going to take a little bit of wiggling. Oh, actually, don't say that out loud. But it's working. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. I have some baker's twine in, oh well, yellow. I'm not going to use a lot, just a little piece. And this is the very thin one. All around, pulling it through the loopy thingy. There we go. The whole thing through, please. Yes, 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 yes. And then we can do this. So, figure 8. Because of very cool reasons. There we go. Ta-da, Chloe, it's so cool. I really like it. Yes? Okay. The only thing we need to do is put in signatures. And I'm going to need 4, guys. I'm going to put it straight up. I already love it so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 signatures. I'm going to pick out papers. However, I can already tell that I'm not going to have big signatures. Yes, just smaller ones, like 3 or 4 papers. That'll be enough, right? Yes. Oh, I already love it so much. You could be done. This could be like a folio with pockets that you could... Oh, look at all the decorating. Yes, I'm going to walk you through it, guys. But I was planning to make a journal, so that's what I'm doing, because I also reinforced all the spines. I'm going to take out some papers, yeah, and I'm going to show you how I sew in one of the signatures. Okay. I have made 4 signatures to go into the 4 sort of openings. Now, if you're a newbie, you're probably like, what is a signature? Let me show you guys. A signature is the parts that a book is made up from. Yes, I'm going to show you a book. Put it on its side. Can you see? Those are called signatures. Yes, so this book has a lot of signatures, and this is going to have 4 of them. Now, a signature needs to be smaller than the inside, yeah? So I made it a little bit smaller and not so tall. Shorter. That's called shorter, love. Yeah, I'm sorry. Translating. So I just took out some pages. This is from a vintage school book, the children's school book, and I just ripped it to size, and some grid paper that you can actually write on. This is from an encyclopedia, guys. Yes, just a normal encyclopedia. And then an antique botanical book page. See, this is a little bit shorter than the other one, but that's quite all right. Yeah. They don't need to be all the same size. They do, however, need to fit into the journal. Yes, so not sticking out at any point. So, signatures. I have 4 of them. Now, find the center of the signature. Yes, make sure everything is in the right order, the right side up, sort of aligned. I'm going to put this in the center. Then I'm going to find the spine, because we need to sew it in here. I'm going to line it up. Yes, you can do it flat, but have it at an angle. Yeah? Everything in place. I'm taking 2 paper clips or clamps or what have you. Just secure it here and secure it here. Yes, this needs to be sort of butt up against the spine. Now, I never do this with my journal flat. I always do it sort of at an angle, standing up. Take out your awl or pokey tool or anything else that punches a hole. Yes, so I'm going to punch a hole in the center. There we go. Now this is the fabric tape. It does work. Then I'm going to go up or down, not all the way to the top, because I really want to have all the pages sewn in. Yes, so like a little bit removed from the top, like 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to do the same on the bottom. It doesn't need to be exact, lovies. Yes. There you go. Okay, so then I have take out a piece of thread, a woolly, a something. Yes, embroidery floss will work. Have it at least 2 times the length of your journal. The rule is 2.5 times. I think 2 times is enough, but hey, that's just me. Now, if you're going to start from the inside, the loose threads that are remaining will be on the inside. If you're going to start from the outside, the loose threads will be on the outside. I normally start from the inside. Now you start in the middle. Yes, put it through all the holes. Yep. There you go. Leaving a little bit because we need to tie it up. Now it doesn't matter if you go up or down. Choose a side. Choose up or down, whatever you want to. Go back through it, all the layers, yes, all the layers. Then you put it through. Yes, tight. Not too tight, you could rip it, loves. Now, don't go back in the center. Go back to the other side. If you started from here, then go there, or you know what I mean. Do not go back in the center. To the other side, there you go. Again. Pull it tight, yes, and this is the trickiest part. You have to go back in the middle where the other thread also is. So go back into this hole here. Is there any more room? There is, yes. Go back through it. Now, all the layers, yes. You can see this part of the thread is on this side of the middle line. I want the other part of the thread to be on the other side of the middle line. So I'm pulling it through again. There you go. One piece here, one piece here. This is the middle part, yes? Be sure there's tension here, yeah? Okay, not too tight, guys, because you can rip it. And then you tie a double knot. Knot. There you go. So these are on the inside. Now you can take these off. Yes, and your signature is sewn in. It will not go anywhere. And on the outside here, you will see where we sewn it in. Yeah, fantastic. Repeat 4 times. All the signatures are in. Yes, already love it. Yeah. Guys, if you were crafting along with me, I sort of made a mistake. in sort of the order that you do things, because I wanted to stamp here on the inside. But now there's a brad here. And I cannot do any stamping. So here's what I'm doing. I'm removing it carefully. Like, bye-bye. See you later. Here's the stamp that I'm going to use. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes, I'm going to use Curiosity Shop. The numbers. Because those are amazing. Here's what I want to do. I just want to make a background stamp. Yes, I want to do this. Yeah, and then this and this. Just lines of numbers. Lines of numbers. So in order to do so, I need a stamp tool, because guess what? I don't have a stamp block this big. I'm sorry for the glare, guys. That is my lighting. But I also do not want to stamp, of course, on these pieces. So here goes nothing. I need something underneath. Yes, this goes here. I'm hoping to have the brad on the outside. That will work. And I need to cover up these sort of pieces here. Let's just see. I'm just going to do with this. Yeah. There you go. Hoping it'll work. I have absolutely no clue. That's not big enough. Bigger piece. Love bigger piece. There you go. Oh, I can actually do this. Okay. Last piece here in the middle. Yes. Will that work? We don't know. I'm going to start here. I might do a little bit here later. Let's start here. Total experiment, guys. Yeah. Okay. We do not need to ink the 6. Because otherwise I'd be stamping my magnet. Color-wise, well. Yes, fallen leaves, of course. Oh, I'm so excited. I just checked the website at Dooding. First of all, Claire has 12 new colors. What? Yes. So, not the 6, love. Remember not the 6? I remembered not the 6. So, I'm really excited about those. Hopefully, by the time I get to Dooding this weekend, they still have all 12 of them. I really want to check them out because, you know, those are my favorite inks for stamping. Did that work? Yes. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm taking out my air hockey puck tool thingy. Hoping this will work. Almost. Almost. A little bit more. That's the lid, love. On the number 5. Now hopefully it's in the same spot. Yes, that's better. Okay. Now I need to clean it. Because I have to remove it. Well, move it up a line. I'm not going to do the exact same numbers. Well, I'm going to do the exact same numbers, of course, but then in a different order. I want to have the 8 on here. Yes. Okay. Ink. I love this stamp so much. It's so cool. Also need a new ink pad. Already have it, loves. Still in the packaging though. Oops, yes. There we go. So it will have rows of numbers. Nothing to do with the botanicals and such, but I don't really care, and it's just amazing. Okay, and now for the top. One more row. Thinking about just the 1, 2, 3. Yes. Just 1, 2, 3. A little bit more on the tube. Oops, it bent over. It bent over. Did you see? Oh, that's quite all right. Oh, I actually like it. More grunching, more grunching. Fantastic. Okay. Now, we wanted something here, right? What we want to do here, an 8 or 0. Or the 0. I have the 0 separately in the stamp set. Yes. Here's the 0. Can we do the 0 like so? A little bit lower, love. There we go. We can. We probably can. Did I have it upside down? Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down. I'm just gonna do it this. Dangerous, right? Yes, dangerous. There's a shadow. So it has an up and a down. But it worked. Oh, it looks fantastic. Look at that for background stamping. What? Yes, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna put the bread back in and do a little bit of decorating, lovies. Because it needs something on top of it. Oh, love it, love it. I think it does need a closure, lovies. Yes, it otherwise it's like a trampoline. Okay, so I've taken out a piece of the ribbon from this set. It's been it's old. There's all sorts of discoloration on it, but I love the color that goes with this. Now here's what I have in mind. I'm going to wrap it around like so. I have room here. Now I'm going to make a loop with it, a big loop. Yes, like so, a big loop. Now I have art glitter glue, which also glues, fabric. So I'm going to put this on near the end. Hopefully it will sort of stick for now. However, I'm going to also add something else. Yes. So here's what I want to do. Not all the way to the end. Not here, not here. Just, sort of here. I'm going to add a brad. No, an eyelet. An eyelet. So hopefully this is sort of the middle. And hopefully this does work. I think it will. Yes, it did. Okay, we need to snip it though. Yes. Then I have a big eyelet. Hopefully it'll fit through. Yes. Oh, it's gonna look cool. It's gonna look cool. Purely decorative. Well, sort of decorative. Yes. Okay. Now, I have Velcro dots. Probably you want to use this journal and you want it to grow. So if you're gonna add your Velcro dots here and here, you only have sort of one closure thingy. Oh, I'm sorry, here and there. You only have sort of one size. So here's what I want to do. I am going to put a Velcro dot here and a Velcro dot here on the inside. And I'm going to close it for now here. I'm going to close it here. But if your journal grows, you can actually put this piece there. So you could move it. That is the idea. That is the idea. So I'm just going to put one dot, the see-through. I'm just going to put here. Here's going to be the see-through one. That is going to go here. Now I need to figure out. Yes, so we need a woolly bit first there. Yes, closure number 1. And I'm going to put a woolly bit here. Closure number 2. Oh my gosh, it sticks out now. It's too big. Can we still remove it? Yes, 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 yes. There. So if your journal grows, you can actually, see, have a bigger closure. So double closure. Ta-da. Yes. With just an eyelet. You could also put a button on or an anything. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, guys. We're done. I'm gonna do a flip through. Are you guys still there? I hope so. This took me 6 hours to make, loves. I enjoyed every minute of it, but it's not like, let's just make a journal in an hour or something like it. No. So if you're going to do this, take a couple of days to do this. Yeah? Okay. We have a closure. I love the closure. It's very simple, but elegant. I just really like it. So you open it up because of Velcro dots. If you're going to work in it, it's going to grow. Then you have another closure. So it actually opens up a little bit more. Yeah? That's the idea behind it. So let's take the closure away for now. This was 1. Envelope 1. We do have a pocket here, so you could basically put something in. Not necessary at all. We have some lovely decorating. This is mostly all from 49 Market, the Ochre color swatch collection. Yeah, I hardly ever use them. And they're just amazing. So, absolutely love it. Okay, this is the first flip. We open it up. Then we have the policy closure thingy. Cool, right? Yes, I just think it looks very interesting. So, you open it up like so. There you go. And then we did all the wonderful stamping. Now, if you're going to do this, guys, do the stamping before you do anything else to this envelope. Or do all the stamping to the insides of the envelopes, because it looks really, really cool. If you're going to do it afterwards, you have to mask stuff and take brass out and such. Did just a tiny collage here. Added one more label because I had one lying about. And you can put, stuff in, all sorts of stuff in. Then we have signature number 1. Let me close this up real quick. There we go. Signature number 1. The colors just go very well. Yes. And some botanicals. You can write on here. Make more pockets. I have lots of scraps left from the paper. So make more pockets or flip outs or what have you. So this is the first signature. Just really lovely. And then we have a big pocket here. Yeah? Big pocket. Fantastic. You flip it over. Then we have another top-loading pocket here. Yes, I did a lovely collage on here. Use some of the stuff. These are actually labels, guys. So tabs. And there was white on the inside. And I was sort of inking it and I was, why? So I punched it out. Yes, this is how I'm going to use them from now on. But in a different way, just on the end. And nice. I just like them. Next signature. These are actually papers that I got from a friend of mine in Happy Mail. They came from Germany. They look old, they're not. But I love the colors that were on here. Again, with some grit paper, some more book page with botanicals, and one of the antique ones. This was too tall. You could snip it off or leave it as this. Make it into, glue it and make it into a top spot. Yeah? Then another big pocket from the envelope. Tiny collage here. Cut off a piece of a ticket, probably. Yeah. Okay, and then we close it up. Then we have the back cover or the new front cover. It's just so lovely. I put a tiny button here on the bow. I just love it. I have never used any of this and I actually really like it. See, need to try stuff out. Then we have another big pocket here. This I made from one piece. Just put one piece of paper in, traced it, cut it out, put it on. Yeah? And a little bit of decorating. Now for this signature, I just love this. This came from either an encyclopedia or something like it. Some ledger paper. This also came from a gardening book with lots of botanicals and stuff. Flip out. So it has a flip. Yep. Top loading pocket with just a small little collage. Yes, this had a sort of hole in it. And I put on a hole reinforcer. Could have also put in an eyelet. Yes, then we flip it over. Beautiful big pocket. Absolutely love that the tape is over here now. Yeah, and I love all the different pieces of papers used. This is just a ticket. It's a little bit taller than because the envelope ends here. Yes, so I needed to take off this number. I know I wasn't going to do it. Okay, another signature. Mostly the same papers. Another one from encyclopedia or something. Yes. And another flip out. Top loading pocket. This came in the die cut set. It's like frayed lace or something. Cool, right? Never used it. Just a lovely small collage on it. And then you close it up again and we're back at square one. So a never-ending flip over accordion journal thingy made from envelopes. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was like a start to finish project. Yes, you cannot do this in one day unless you have 6 hours. I really, really loved it. Guys, it's Friday, which means the weekend is here. I will not have a video up this Sunday. However, I do have a little bit of a scoop. I have a little bit of a scoop for you guys. I forgot to mention this in my last What's Up, What's New, because I have some news about me. Yeah, I have been brainstorming with Marloes from Do A Ding, the owner of the shop. And I'm going to do another sort of meet and greet at the shop May the 4th, Saturday, May 4th. So we are still talking about the details. I don't know what we're going to do. Probably doing some demoing or make and take. Well, at least I'm going to be there meeting all of you guys and answering your questions and probably do some other stuff. But we're brainstorming because we want to make it sort of special. And we're going to have surprises. But details are following. So if you could not make it last time, which was in December of last year, to the meet and greet, I'm giving you notice in advance. I'm going to be there May the 4th. So if you watch Star Wars, May the 4th be with you. And also be with me. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back again on Monday with another project with envelopes. Until then, bye guys.